Welcome Slabbers back to the stream. For some reason it went down. Don't know why, but it did. We are back. And therefore Tiger sets the first lap of the Q3 session. Next driver of the set one will be RPL Jordan. Oh, sorry, Gecko set his lap. He's 8/10 quicker. 26.0. The next will be Jordan. Jordan now. And Jordan goes 4/10 off. And then his teammate Zakaria. Oh, he's 2/10 off. Oh. And there's Beatnik, aka can't back out of a wheel-to-wheel scrap when he's clearly lost his position. Beatnik. And let's see what Max will do. 7/10 quicker. And then Polygod. Oh, and he's off by just 1/10. And here comes Darius de Schiller, and he's just beat his teammate. And red for Tigers and Valdid. So has Matt. Which means Beatnik's the only driver left to set a lap that's out on track. Unless someone's going on a second run. Red for Tiger seems to be going on another run. And there's yellow flags for Maxwell. See what can Beatnik do. And Beatnik sets a male that time. He's slowest of all, just off his teammate. And Polygod's gone again, and he's improved. Polygod is now on provisional pole. Sorry mate, my chair is really annoying and I'm not wearing trousers, I'm wearing shorts, so my legs are a bit sweaty. Anyway. Nothing of relevance at the moment. Let me do a big brain idea. What a day. There we go. Sit down actually comfortably with a blanket on. Very nice. And ratio. Beatnik into the pits. Jack's still not coming out to his first lap time. Now he is, as if by command. Here's the young boy from Wales. Has he actually got a Welsh flag as his flag in the game? No, he's got Singapore. He isn't from Singapore, but he is the King of Poor. Literally got the helmet everyone else in the game has. So actually, you know what? I don't want to get that helmet. I said I wanted to get that helmet, but everyone in the game seems to have it. So I think I'll pass. RPL Jordan has started a flying lap. So hope he doesn't literally go flying. And he's up by a tenth in the first sector. He's going to need to improve by these fractions of tenths if he wants to beat his teammate. And there's only 2 minutes to go, so if he wants to get a lap in, he needs to do it now. And he's fucked it up. His teammate Zakaria's on a lap, I believe. Zakaria's up by a few temps. And he's invalidated his time. Big chungus L for the Aston Martins. And now here comes Mr. Jack Miles. He's improving his lap. Well, he's not done a lap, so I don't know where he's going to go here. For his sake, he'll be looking for a P7 around there. Maybe even P5 if he's quick enough. Here he comes, and it's a P6, which will probably be P7 after Matt sets a lap. And we've got RPL Jordan. He's spun. That'll probably be the end of his qualifying session. Don't think he'll get around to do another lap. Zakaria, a lap. I don't think he is. He might be. No, he's not. Okay. Gecko is on a lap. He's invalidated immediately, so that'll probably be Gecko's session done. Matt is on a lap. Let's see where the McLaren driver can put himself into turn one. He comes down to second gear, missing the apex slightly, up to third gear instantly, up to fifth. Now. And now down the second DRS straight with the DRS wide open. Now braking just after the 100-meter board, tucking in there, hitting the apex, going wide, maximising his curb usage. He was purple. Now the S section, very nice, very, very nice. Kissing the apex at the hairpin beautifully. Now into the tyre killer. That's a bit of a lock up, but decent lap so far from Mr. Matt. And Jordan has retired in the pits, and so will his teammates probably. Jack is also done, but Matt is definitely not. Here he comes now, another purple sector. Oh, he just barely gets away with that. Will this be provisional pole for Mr. Matt? Let's see what happens. Across the line he comes. And it's provisional P2. Can Beanick improve his Alpine position? He beats his teammate, but his teammate still got to come across the line. Can he beat Beatnik? And he does beat Beatnik and many others. Up to P6 he goes. Good little lap time. And can De Schiller improve on his P4 qualifying position? No, he definitely can't with that lap time. And Maxwell has invalidated his lap. He's bottled it, as per usual. So Polygod is on pole for the race. which means that's his first ever pole position. So I'll mark that down in the in the record books. Paul Lagarde now is the 14th pole sitter in RPL history. And him and Zatsi are the only ones to have had one pole position so far. So there's the qualifying results. Beatnik starting 10th. He'll be on the medium, so will the two Aston Martins and his Alpine teammates. Jack Miles and P8, separating the two Aston Martin Alpine drivers. So that's a good solid performance from Jack. The two Ferraris in 4th and 5th. Solid from them, considering the other Red Bull and Mercedes died. So that would have been a P6 and 7 for them. Which is where you'd expect them to be. And then the top 3 is Polygon on pole, Matt 2nd, and Maxwell 3rd. Disappointing for Maxwell and Red Bull. Oh yeah, Daddy. And now we wait for a bit. And we're still waiting. And we're starting the formation up in a few minutes. After a little vibe. And here we go for the formation lap. There's your grid. Is KV. Why have we got ghosted cars? That's everyone on the grid's ghosted. Yeah, they are. Your bonkers isn't in the lobby for some reason. Oh, Jesus Christ, Xbox, that's poor from you. And Bourbon is now left. Where was he? I don't think he was racing, was he? He's just watching. Yeah. I'm done. Why are all my drivers the ones not able to race, for fuck's sake? Pricks. The KVS is still offline, so nothing we can do about that. Oh well. Fuck it. He's in a Haas, Bonkers is in a Haas, and the other one's in a fucking Haas Alfa Romeo, so useless anyway. And there's the poles. Let's actually run through the tyres everyone's starting on. So Matt and Maxwell will all be starting on the soft, so that'll be interesting to see what their start will be like. They should get a better start than the poles are technically on these tyres. And everyone with a free choice of tyres has opted for the medium tyre. Obviously, the medium hard being the better strategy. And I'd say the biggest loser in the strategy department is Jack being in the middle of the pack, basically, with a soft tyre. You have to get through a bit slower drivers at the start, but the two Ferraris and Maxwell and Matt going for a bit of an aggressive strategy. You love to see it. You love to see these audacious strategies. And let's see if they pay off. Redford Tiger got disqualified for probably contact under the formation lap, so that's unfortunate for him. And we've got for the race start, we have a request from Mr. Titan, as he just messages me there about it. We got a little request. So if you think it's cringy, cry more. It's a request, and I give Titan what he wants. So here we go. We go to 5 lights. And it's boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's kick off season 5, ladies and gentlemen. Schilling gets a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. And Matt's technically into the lead now. Maxwell to second, and Gecko is they've all jumped. Polygon, he started on the medium compound tire, and he's got a horrible start in the pole sitter. He's down to P6 provisionally. The Schiller now falling down the order after that jump start. And he's going to have to take a drive-through penalty. And off of the back, a Williams and a McLaren. That's Phantom and Moiso. And now, coming through the S section we go. Matt leads the way, Maxwell in second, Gecko in third in the Ferrari, and Maxwell is all out of shape here, and here comes Gecko. Is Gecko going to go for it? No, he's not. His teammate, the Schiller, though, is going to go for it. Redfire Tiger, the first of the medium runners now. He's ahead of Aslan Vujic. He's made a brilliant start the 7th, and Polygon, he's fallen down the order drastically. What a poor start. An awful start for the Mercedes pole sitter. And second time penalty already on the first lap in the Haas. And now we move on to the end of the first lap. Now Polygon's now stuck behind the Alpine, and the Schiller's going to have to decide when he's going to make that drive-through penalty. That's an incredibly bottle job from the Schiller after having a brilliant qualifying session. Qualifying his teammate Gecko, who was expected to be a lot quicker than him. Here comes Polygon around the outside of the final quarter. Can he make it stick? He's going to get the space given to him. And they're still wheel banging as they go. And oh, they're going to touch again, Jeff. And the Schiller's in the service drive through immediately. And Polygon is through now. DRS unable, it says here. It's lap 3. It's not lap 3, it's lap 2, so that's a bit of a glitch. And down the inside goes the Alpine now, fighting for position with the Mercedes. And he's been pushed off the track, Polygon. Now here comes Aslan Vujic. He's also been pushed off the track. And the Redford Tiger almost spins. And now Jack's up to 6th. And Polygon's fully off. He's off the track, mate. And he's down the order. And that's abysmal for him. And the positions are all glitched for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. And we all get sorted out now. And DNC's now up to wherever he is. I can't see yet because not everyone's crossed the Sector 1 line. I believe this is P7. DNC's is. And P6 for Jack. Yeah, here we go. Now it's fixed. And Jack now on the soft tires. Oh, a brilliant exit from Jack in the AlphaTauri. He gets past Redfire Tiger. And Tiger, obviously, with the fight with the Mercedes of Polygon, we know he's not going to let this go easy, but he's on the worst tyre at this moment. It'll come in later in the race. And that's a brilliant switchback maneuver. Can he pull it off around the outside? It's a brilliant. No, he's lost it. He's spun. And that's devastating for the young boy. Oh, he spun back onto the track. He's had a stinker. Now here comes Dinty on the inside of Jack Miles, but Jack's not going to let this happen easily. Reese now trying to make a through from a disappointing end to his session by crashing into the wall. And here comes Jack now, the lowest of the soft runners apart from De Schiller. De Schiller's now making his way back through on Moiso there. But here comes Jack in the AlphaTauri. Can he go around the outside of Reese in the Mercedes? He's going to try it. Reese is going to show him a little bit of room, but at the end of the day, Jack's going to have to back out. And Zakaria in the Aston Martin will be there waiting for him. And we've had an issue with Jordan, that is. Jordan is off. He's made a bit of an oopsie daisies. And he's not. A lot of oopsie daisies going on in this field. Hey, Jesus. And now we look at the fight for the lead. Matt is being hounded down by Maxwell. And there's another spinner again. It's to the other McLaren of Phantom, and I can't be bothered even going on board with him because that's embarrassing, mate. 2 cars in front of him are AI, so he's technically a P13. And the timings are all fucked, so this game is a bit shit. Yeah, the timings are a bit fucked. I don't know what's going on. Tez is up to 9th. Polygon is down in 10th. That's a crazy opening few laps of the first race of the season. I'm still confused why these timings are a bit glitched. But here comes the Aston Martin of Zakaria. It should be an easy enough move in the better car. And Jack's soft tires might start to be disintegrating a little bit. And the timings, I think, are a bit fine now. Oh, Jack almost losing the car. And he'll just need to push this soft tire stint as much as he can. Meanwhile, Maxwell is still on the back of Matt. McLaren's got a Mercedes engine in the back. So it's going to be a lot better on the straights. We see Maxwell using more ERS. Maxwell the lead Red Bull at the moment. Gecko in the Ferrari is now starting to get chased by the other Red Bull of L74G. And here he comes. But Maxwell's still right on the back. We've got 2 brilliant fights for first and for third, but the Ferrari should easily get overtaken by the Red Bull. But this is going to be a closer battle. The McLaren is oh, and that's Gecko. He's spun. He's done a spinella, and he comes back into the track a bit aggressively, but he's ghosted yet. So that's unfortunate. Both Ferraris bottling it here at Bahrain from a brilliant qualifying. But here comes Maxwell now. Can Maxwell take the lead in the Bahrain Grand Prix? He goes to the inside. Matt's not going to be able to defend that too hard because it is on the straights, and he's past him and he's through. Can Matt get a better exit here? Lock up for the Red Bull. Now Matt's going to be looking for the better exit. And he's not got it, unfortunately for him. DRS is active, but he's not going to be pushing for that. He realises that there's probably no point in him fighting the Red Bull. And then Matt falls down to 2nd place and begins to be caught now by L74G. Now Gecko, after that spin, he's now back into the middle of the pack, and he's got to make his way through this Polygod train. I think he's just because he's overtaken them. He's back up to 6th. His teammate Dainty's in 4th with a 1.5 second. Oh no, Dainty's made a mistake. He's lost a lot of time to L74G there. And Matt's actually sticking pretty fair play to it. And at the back, or further down the back, there's Phantom Wizard, sorry, with another spin. And he's having a bit of a mare of a race here today, as observing for McLaren. And Schiller, after his drive-through penalty, making his way back through. And that's unlucky for the Schiller. He should have done a lot better in this race. But here comes Matt again for the lead with the DRS and the Mercedes engine. And he's not decided to not race for this because he realises that his car is pretty cracked in a straight line. So if he just sticks to the DRS, he should be able to stay ahead. Maxwell was looking like he's going to come back at him, but he makes a bit of a mistake. And Matt ultra defensive. And now the Polygod train is becoming the Jack train. Look at all the cars behind Jack. You got Polygod, then you got Zakaria, Beatnik and Gecko. And Gecko is probably the quickest of these cars, apart from Polygod, obviously, in the Mercedes. But it is hard to follow in these F1 cars. And Gecko would have been sitting in a comfortable P4 at the moment. He would have been overtaken by Luke, but he obviously made a mistake there and spun the car. Unfortunate. And now he's going to try and do a recovery drive, as is his teammate down in 2nd, gaining on Jordan. I think the goal now for the Schiller is just try and scrape some points, make up for the poor drive-through penalty at the start of the race. And Polygon now right to the back of Jack. I wonder, will Jack defend this hard? And Gecko's gone for it on Beatnik, because Beatnik has spun! Beatnik's lost it at the ice curb. And it's another victim of the Spinala today. A lot of drivers seeming to bottling it. Seems to like bottling it. No overtakes for the lead here, but there's Polygon going through on Jack. Is Jack going to tuck back into the slipstream? He is, but he's not going to go for the move. And Polygon's ran out of the RS, as you can see from the flashing light. So, if Jack really wanted to, he probably could have got back through there, but he didn't. Didn't go for it. And Maxwell's within 3 temps, sorry, of Matt. And that just shows how good the Red Bull is in the corners. On this straight. It's very weak, and he's going to tap the rear of the McLaren almost. A slight little grace. And Gecko seems to have made a mistake. He's lost a lot of time to the cars in front. Or perhaps he got involved with that incident. And now Phantom Wizard, he looks to be making a move on the Haas. Here, Plum. And Plum with a little bit of a lock-up. The Haas, surprisingly, ahead of the McLaren. The McLaren has made many mistakes, though, today. And he's unable to get past him for the moment, but now with a better exit, he should be able to get him here for P14. I mean, this is a pretty disappointing position for the McLaren driver, considering his teammates in first. And he gets past the Haas with ease. Now it looks like the soft tyres are starting to wear off a little bit now as Jack begins to get overtaken now. And Maxwell's still behind Matt. You can see the straight line speed paying dividends for Matt. And here comes the Honda-powered AlphaTauri overtaken by the Mercedes-powered Aston Martin. Very easy overtake from Zakaria. Better tyres at this stage in the race, better car, better engine. Jack can't do anything about it, unfortunately, and lucky, considering he's new to using no ABS, not doing a big lock-up and killing him. Now Tez is still ahead of Beatnik. It's a bit of a corner cut there, it seemed. And this race has been turned on its head with all these bottles. The 2 Ferraris obviously bottling it massively. But Jack is still in a solid P7 for AlphaTauri, and Tez, his teammate, is a few positions down, 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds down the road. He's catching the Ferraris. The Ferrari got damage. Gecko might have damage or how slow he's going. He's not usually that slow. And I think Maxwell will be going for it now. And the problem with these 2 drivers is that they're all going to basically get beaten by the 3 cars behind them, because they're all on medium tyres doing the 1 stop. So the only way these 2 fighting for the lead as Maxwell goes to the inside for it. And he's wheel to wheel with him, and he's ahead of him. Matt's going to try to switch back now. Matt's just going to get the better line onto the back straight here. Well, not the back straight, the second DRS zone. He's going to get the DRS. Maxwell's not going to defend it for some reason. And, oh, they touch. Slightly, did they? And Matt and they're wheel to wheel now, and that's brilliant wheel to wheel racing. And Matt backs off of it. Maxwell takes the position. And now L740 is going to be coming into play soon in these medium tyres. They're a lot quicker than the softs at this stage. As I was saying, the soft tyre runners are going to have to do a 2-stop unless they massively extend this stint. And I don't know if they will be able to. Especially if they're battling like Maxwell and Madar. Now Matt is in a Red Bull sandwich. But the better term would be the Red Bulls or the bread and the McLaren sandwich. And Maxwell goes for the pits now. Is he going for the 1-stop, I wonder? Or is he going for a 2-stop? It looks like he's going for a 2-stop, putting on the medium tyres. So Maxwell's going aggressive. Will he come out ahead of this Gecko train? Well, Gecko's coming into the pits. And here comes Beatnik on Tez. And no, Maxwell will be coming up behind these drivers now, fighting wheel to wheel for P7 here. And they touch. And Tez has just been overtaken. And Jordan's going to come into the mix now with this Mercedes engine. So 3 cars, 3 engines. And then the Red Bull comes in. Oh, Maxwell almost hitting the back of the Aston Martin. And now he's going to get held up here behind this freeway scrap in the middle of the pack. He's got to make his way through this pack instantly. And he's going to go for it. He's going to hit the AlphaTauri. No, he didn't. How did he not hit him? It's incredible. Notice your position changes. You can see L740's gone up 11 positions. Amazing so far. And he's actually going to go for the lead of the race and go on to it. As Maxwell now is going to go try and get past Tez. Here comes L74G. And Maxwell is past Tez. And he is being held up massively now, so Matt probably should take this time to try and pit. And he does. Now will Matt come out ahead of Maxwell? We'll have to wait and see. He is out, of course. And for some reason, Beatnik is defending hard, even though he's a Red Bull Junior driver. And now he lets him through. Now let's see, this is the big moment. Will Matt come out ahead of him? And Matt doesn't come out ahead of him. Is he going to come out behind this straight of cars? He's going to come out in the middle of this straight of cars. And Matt's now wheel to wheel with Jordan and Tez. Tez gets pushed off the track, and that's unfortunate for Tez. But now Matt is stuck behind Beatnik. So surprisingly, the undercut was quite powerful there from the Red Bull. Even though I thought he would have been poor from it, because he would have got held up a lot in the dirty air of the 3 cars fighting. But now Beatnik, what can he do for the Red Bull Academy, who he's technically a part of, but he's on loan here at Alpine for this race. They defend for the position. No, he doesn't defend. So he's not a true Red Bull junior driver. That's poor from him. And Reese is actually catching L74G. Interesting. Reese with the fastest lap. So Reese is going pretty quick at the moment. Which is surprising. Can Reese actually fight L74G 2-time RPL champion with the lead of the race? And his teammate Paulo goes into the pits. An early stop. He's changing his wing. And this will make him come out very far behind. He'll be behind Phantom Wizard, who's still yet to pit. And you can see everyone who's made a pit stop. Jack's made a pit stop. Will Jack come out? Nah, he shouldn't. He'll be close. And Reese is going for it, actually. Sorry about that. Reese went for it there, but he couldn't get the position. And he's actually going for it, Mr. Dainty is. Here he comes for the lead. Dainty on L74G to the inside. He goes, and Dainty's taking the lead. He's done it. He leads an RPL F1 race in a Mercedes. And what a sign of intent from Mr. Dainty. And surely L740 will come back at him though. And Polygod has come out just ahead of Jack, so Jack actually still in a little good position there. Here comes the current world champion L740. He's going to go to the inside. What can Dainty do to defend? He's going to keep it around the outside. He's still there, and L740 gives him the space. He'll get the DRS. The Mercedes. No, he won't actually. The Red Bull gets the DRS. And now through goes L74G. Into the pits comes Beatnik. So he's going to go definitely do the one stop. And these two at the front still need a pit. They'll come out behind Maxwell and Matt. Maxwell's on medium, so is Matt, so they're definitely doing a 2-stop, I'd say. Soft, medium, soft. And this is the stint where they need to start pushing on, try and get a pit stop gap to these two. And they need to catch them on track if they want to do that before they pit. And I don't know if R740 is being slower on purpose or if Dainty's actually quick. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm proud of Dainty. He's doing well. RPL F2 title winner a few seasons ago. Last season with McLaren, he did get beat by his teammate TB. Then this season he signed to Aston Martin. Now he's reserving as the two Mercedes drivers and TB can race. And he's putting on a stellar performance so far, and he's going to go for the lead again, not even using the ERS. And here he comes into turn 1. Dainty's going to take the lead. R740 is going to try a switchback maneuver, possibly. He will not get the DRS, will he? I don't know if he's got a better exit. DRS is given to the Red Bull, so he's going to come wheel to wheel again. Here they come into turn 4. And Dainty, is he going to be able to keep it around the outside? He's going to try it. The Red Bull's better, though, and he does what I did in F2, but this time, look, haha, the guy backed off. Right, okay, enough of that. And Dainty now back to P2. And Polygon now on the other Mercedes setting the fastest lap. He is attacking a Alpine here of Red Fire Tiger. He hasn't made a pit stop yet. And this will be a textbook move here from Polygon. Look at this brilliant positioning of his car to get through there. Jack now is fighting with Zakaria for P8. This is a very interesting race. Little battles everywhere around the track. And Plum's doing well for himself in the Haas. I know he is quite a long way down, but I mean, he's not doing too shabby. Has Phantom made a pit stop? He has. Never mind. Well, he's doing all right. The Haas driver. He's beating basically his only competition, Moiser and the Williams, so you can't complain. But here comes Serge, aka Dainty, once again to the inside. This time it's going to be a lot easier, sure. And it is a lot easier. R740 is going to have to back off. He will get the DRS. And oh, and a lock up from the Mercedes driver. And the Red Bull makes a bit of a mistake. So I don't think he'll get a good run. Down to turn 4. He doesn't. And Rhys Dainty remains in the lead. Now he needs to pull out a gap if he wants to go on and win this race. And if he wins this race, what a tumultuous turn of events for his career. But R740 still within the DRS range there, you can see. And it seems to me like he's going to be able to try and come back at him at the start-finish straight, but he is losing time actually. Which is intriguing. He's like 8 attempts down, so I don't think he's going to be able to come at Rhys at all, especially with the Mercedes engine and the Mercedes. Will obviously be a lot quicker than the Honda. And yeah, he's not going to be able to come back at him at all. He's using all of his ERS he can. And he's still unable to do anything about it. Red Fire Tiger as he spun. And he's done it again. He's spun again. And that's unfortunate. Has Shelley made a pit? Has made a pit stop. Red Fire Tiger hasn't made a pit stop. So that's unfortunate for him. And Matt has set the fastest lap of the race now. And that's very intriguing. I love the sound of the cars in this game. They're very nice. Here comes the Aston Martin. He's also got the Carlos Sainz glitch, Zakaria. Is he going to go? He's going to get a big ounce of slipstream into turn 1. He's going to go for it. As he no, he's not. Jack is on the medium, so he's doing a 2-stop for sure. But fair play to Dainty. Look at him. He's almost got a full 1 second gap on Luke before the second DRS straight. And there's Jack in his Alpha Tauri. His teammate TTM Tez just up the road a little bit. He has not done a pit stop though, Tez. And he has a penalty. What's the penalty? A 3-second penalty, and he's been overtaken by Polygon there. And that's an interesting move from Polygon. You don't see that usually around the outside of that corner. That's a brilliant overtake from the young boy. He was obviously the title fighter with Serge, aka Dente, during their F2 period together. And we've got yellow flag, and Tez is out of the race. That's a retirement from TTM Tez, and oh, you can see there that's definitely going to be a safety car, and the safety car has been deployed. And that was a horrible crash for Tez. There you can see there, massive crash, very close to the road as well. And this is a massive spanner in the works for sure. Matt now takes his time to pit under the safety car. He won't lose many positions either, because everyone behind him has to abide by a delta. Now Jack will be also, everyone on the mediums now is basically going to take this time to pit for a fresher set of tires. And here you go, you can see everyone pitting for a fresher set of rubber. And Beatnik is staying out. Beatnik is opting to stay out. He's going to jump everyone in the pits here. Can he jump the Mercedes, Beatnik? He will get Polygon as well. And there's the safety car line. So yes, he got. No, is he? He is. Or is he? No, he's not. So he's not ahead of the Mercedes. He is now up to P6 though, Beatnik. And the question is, will Dainty or Luke pit? I mean, Dainty's got nothing to lose to pit. Well, they have to pit actually. They've got one stop left in the race. They need to do a mandatory pit stop, so they should both come into the pits this lap. And they do. Now it's the battle of the pit stops now. Who's going to have the better pit stop? Maxwell doesn't need to pit. Can he take those mediums to the end though? Maxwell is going to pit. Okay. If he stayed out, he would have had to conserve those tyres a lot. And you can see DNT has gone out in front of his rival. Question is now, will Matt jump Maxwell in the pits? Maxwell pits for a set of medium tyres. And this is definitely shaking up the grid a lot. Not the top four, but Beatnik being where he is now. I don't know what these two are playing at. Crackheads. And Matt comes out behind Maxwell. So Maxwell would have been in a net P1 if he stayed out and he tried to bring these mediums all the way to the end, but that probably wouldn't be possible. And now the two front runners have opted for softs to the end of the race. Softs, they probably can take them to the end. And this is a good time actually, ladies and gentlemen, during the safety car period. Let me get stop. So there will be a link in the chat. You can take this, well, copy the link and put it in your browser, whatever browser you use. And this chat. This will be the driver of the day vote. So make sure to vote for your driver of the day from now to the end of the race. Don't obviously make your vote too prematurely. But there is your driver of the day vote. So we only have 10 laps to go pretty much of this race. So who's been your driver of the day so far? Or or you can wait till the end of the race. The submission or the vote shouldn't close by the end of the race. It should be open for an hour or two after the race, maybe an hour. So if you want to wait till the end of the race to make your vote for driver of the day, make sure you do that. And so far, my current driver of the day would definitely be RPL Said, aka Dengte, starting from P11. And he's actually fighting L74G for a win. Surprisingly, I didn't think he was capable of this. But let me know who you're all voting for in the driver of the day poll. And it is in the chat if you want to go and take a look at it again. And it will probably be posted on RPL on the Discord after the race, if you want to make your after race vote there. So there you go. And I wonder, will Plum be able to catch up the safety car? Who's that? Let's see what tires everyone's on. Anyone outside the top two are on softs. Redfire Tiger and Jack have opted for the soft tires, so Jack's going to be rapid at the end of this race. Can he actually fight with the 3 cars in front of him? And the mediums, I wonder. And this has actually helped Maxwell and Matt, apart from the fact that they aren't on softs. Have a fresh set. Probably, I'm assuming. Obviously, Alson, 4G and Reese, they obviously have a because they didn't participate in Q3. So the set of soft tires that would have been available to them in Q3 is available to them now. Oh, I got COVID, and I think the safety car will probably come in at the end of this lap. See the two Red Bulls in second and third now. That's a very sight for a Mercedes driver to look back and see two Red Bulls. And Matt will also be eager. But Jack is definitely going to be one to watch on the restart. On those fresh sets of softs. He'll be very quick. I think he saved those sets of softs by not doing an extra lap in Q2, I think it was. And this race has helped the two Ferraris as well, and Red Fire Tiger. They all made big mistakes during that race. So it'll help them all to get back into the race. And Plum Wars is back onto the back of this queue, and Woizo is also going to be in the back of this queue. Woizo is on the softs. So could Woizo pull a bit of a madness and fluke some points? What a race it has been so far, ladies and gentlemen. There's not been one moment in the race where I've had to stop and start, you know, waffling because it was boring. Been action the whole race long. It feels like it's flown by. I'm only on lap 20. Lap 20, sorry. So we've only got a bit of the race to go. Just 9 laps to go if the safety car comes in this lap, which it should do. Now you see everyone weaving to heat up the tyres. Resemblance of the meme that Liam put in meme chat and RPL earlier. Very funny meme. Racing again. And Mr. Dainty, for the first time in his F1 career, I think, will dictate the pace of a safety car restart. Now he's been in podium positions before, Mr. Dainty. He's never finished on the RPL podium, I don't think, because he was on Italy, but then he got penalties after the race. That would demote him from that position. But this could be his first ever podium and his first ever race win. Let's turn on the telemetry and see when the P1 man goes. And L74G is ready for it, and he's gone. The Mercedes driver goes, and we're off again racing. And the Mercedes driver instantly pulling away. And now the two Red Bulls are probably going to fight wheel to wheel to turn one. Here comes Max all around the outside of his teammate. No. And Polygod there. And Jack, like I said, Jack has been vicey off the start. He's got Polygod in the Mercedes. Jack 5. And now they run down to turn 4. Let's see if anyone's out. There's a Ferrari in the background. That's De Schiller. He's off into the gravel traps. And he's been involved in an incident with Phantom Wizard, it seems like. And Jack doing a great job at the moment, getting past that from Mercedes driver on the soft tyres. And all he has to do is defend off for 8 more laps. It's just a lot harder than it sounds. And it will be a tough ask for Jack if he wants to keep in the top 5 positions. But Serge, aka Dainty, leads away brilliantly from a 6/10 gap already. And Gecko with a 3-second penalty for Ferrari is stayed in the position. Most people have stayed in position, apart from De Schiller, who's fallen down the order massively. And that's unfortunate to Schiller, but he's getting very angry in the party. There's Geku going very wide. So the Ferrari are not having a good day so far. Brilliant qualifying, 4th and 5th. But it's a horrible day at the office so far in the race. And now as we go back down the start-finish straight for the second time since the safety car restart, Serge sets or Dainty sets a new fastest lap of the race. There goes Polygon on the AlphaTauri of Jack. Eventually that was always going to happen. Here's Matt's now on the inside of Maxwell. Matt's in the McLaren. Can he actually keep that position? He does. And he's going to probably get the DRS. Oh, there's no DRS engaged yet. And now Maxwell's coming back at him. Will he be able to go for it? No, he will not. And Polygod, like I said, is... Now this fight for the podium will be very interesting. 3 different cars. Polygod will catch back up with these. But now, the fight for the lead intensifies. Dainty's going to be having a lot of no's. Thinking about, oh, is he going to win the race? Can he do it? Now 74G is pushing down. Oh, he's made a mistake. He's made an error. And that's a costly error. He's now without a DRS. He's not out of DRS range. He's going to have to get back in that by the end of the lap. And De Schiller trying to make his recovery drive. He is quite far away off the points. He's going to need some incidents to happen in front if he wants to get back in the points. Now Maxwell is back chasing down. And it looks like L74G has got DRS. Just. But the fight for the podium is the main event at the moment on the track. Dainty with another fastest lap. Here comes the Red Bull. No DRS yet. Polygod is right behind him. DRS will be enabled now. So going up the hill to turn 4, he will have the DRS, the Red Bull. He's going to have a great exit here though. And it's alright, but I don't think it'll be enough. Go for it, is he? The Red Bull, he dives down the inside. Matt around the outside, he didn't make contact. Matt's gone off the track. And now Polygon's going to get involved. Now Matt has been overtaken by Maxwell. Brilliant overtake from the Red Bull driver now. He joins his team. But now Matt's going to be under a lot of pressure from his not academy teammate, McLaren of their own academy now, from his rival in the Mercedes, Mr. Polygod. What a tremendous race it has been. We've on the lap 23 or 29 now. And the 2 leaders have pulled off a 4-second gap, so that's pretty much it for them two. Those two will be definitely first and second in this race. So as long as he doesn't make a mistake, Dainty will have his first ever RPL Formula 1 podium, I believe. This fight for 6th is heating up as well, with Red Fire Tiger and Gecko right on the back of Jack. Red Fire Tiger, the other soft runner who pitted for softs at the safety car restart. Jack defending brilliantly so far. But here comes Mats for the 3rd place position, the last podium spot. He comes back down the inside of Maxwell G. And he will probably get the DRS there. I don't think Maxwell was far enough behind. This is the end game now for Maxwell. As he go wheel to wheel with Polygod. And Polygod's going to get 2 for 1. No, he's not. Maxwell's going to outbrake massively. And Polygod's hit him. Polygod's outbraked himself and he's hit the Red Bull. He's got a little bit of a half spin. And he's still in this race though, luckily. He saved it. And Matt's not going to be happy about this. Seeing that's Polygod still in the race. And there's De Schiller, he's getting past the slow cars. So thought we'd give a little update on De Schiller. He's now got a Haas in front of him. And the Haas lets him go. Easy enough. And here's Gecko, his teammate, now making a move. He's on a slower tyre. And he's still going to go around the outside of the Alpine driver. Can he make it stick? It'll be a phenomenal move if he can. No, he's going to have to back out of it. And he's still just in there. No, he's not. And that's going to be it for that fight for the time being. Now, Maxwell is still looking for that final podium. And a big lock-up from Jack. We all know, as I've said previously, he's not used to these assist restrictions. And here comes the Red Bull. Is he going to wait for the second DRS straight? I don't think the Mercedes behind him wants to do that. And he's going to try and go for it. But Oh, look at those sparks sparking up a storm. And we've got yellow flags at Beatnik, or who is that? I think it's Woizo. Sorry, it's just the colours are a bit confusing. And Woizo causing yellow flag. Red Fire Tiger, with the help of DRS from Jack, has stayed ahead, and Gecko with a massive bit of oversteer and saving the car massively. And Beatnik is now in a sandwich of Aston Martins. He's in between the two Aston Martins here, Zakaria and Jordan. And I would definitely wouldn't want to be Beatnik right now. But this is amazing, this fight for third here. And oh, Gecko in the background, you see he's just dived on the inside there of Red Fire Tiger, and he's past the Alpine. And his next target will be the AlphaTauri of Mr. Jack Miles. And Plum has been given another 3 second time penalty. That's pretty irrelevant, bless him. He's in a bit of a dog of a car. Jordan has gone for a move on Beatnik, and he got that in the ice curve. What a move then. That must have been from Jordan. Sorry we missed that. He's probably going to be a bit annoyed with that. But apologies. It was probably a splendid move. And now here we go. The fight for the podium now. Yellow flag. There's Plum off the track, I believe. And that's unfortunate for the Haas driver, making his first race for the team today. And Maxwell's going to look like he's going to go down the inside. Is that Polygon going down the inside? No, he's not. Matt sparking up a storm again. And McLaren is too far ahead on this occasion as well. And Gecko is going wheel to wheel with Jack. Down to turn 4. Let's see what Jack does. Jack's going to take the braking, the racing line there. He was far enough ahead to take that. Oh, and Gecko, massive case of the oversteers. And yet again, he's got a 3 second penalty, so he's got to get past these guys and pull out a gap if he wants to keep P6. But he's going to have to get past the AlphaTauri as soon as possible if that's the case. And Jack's done a good job here in this 6th car restart, to be fair to him, defending very well. Obviously got Polygon, but now I think this is inevitable. For Jack can't do much about this. And there you Gecko is through in the Ferrari. And now Jack has got to keep fighting with Red Fire Tiger, but he's going to try and have to keep into that. Is it a 3 second range? And Matt's still peeling away a little bit. So Maxwell's going to be under pressure. He's not going to be attacking this straight. He's going to be defending now from Polygod. And this will be lovely to see for Matt. If these two fight, he can pull away even more. And if Maxwell wants this podium, he needs to speed himself up. And there you see the background. Red Fire Tiger's been pushed off the track by the Aston Martins of Zakaria. So Red Fire Tiger's made a mistake. And the two Aston Martins go wheel to wheel down the oh, Red Fire Tiger's out of the race. There goes Beatnik down the inside of the other Aston Martin. And there's contact with Zakaria. Oh, they touched. And Beatnik's been hit. I think he knows how I feel now. And oh, what was that? Interesting. Driving from Zakaria. Oh, and I think Zakaria's clipped something because he just slowed down there. That's usually what happens when you clip something in this game because the game's bad. But he's lost a position there because of that. Don't know why he was clipping. I didn't see anything that was not his fault. And the Schiller has crashed again. And we're back to the fight for the podium. And here comes the Mercedes. Here comes the Red Bull. Could have been 3 wide for a wee second. And we're on the penultimate lap. And here comes L740. He's going to go down the inside of Dainty. Dainty, can he keep the lead of the race? He can. Brilliant defending from Dainty. And now back to the podium fight. Polygon's not going to go for it there, is he? Unless he's Beatnik's now back behind Zakaria. They go wheel to wheel again into turn 4 we go. And Zakaria with it. Oh, that's a tremendous, brilliant switch back from the Aston Martin driver. He's going to get the position here, is he? Contact made. And he's through. That was a brilliant overtake from the Aston Martin. And Phoenix sent it back up the inside. And this fight is not going to be ending anytime shortly, but we're coming on to the final lap of the Grand Prix, ladies and gents. The fight for the lead and the fight for the podium are probably going to have to take priority here. So if I miss a scrap here between Beatnik and Zakaria, my apologies. But the real drama here is that these two positions here, the fight for the podium, 3 cars in the fight here. They all need pushing on that now. This is it, maximum pushing now. Matt's busy. They've all got almost 0 ERS. And our L74G is going to dive it down the inside here. Can he take the lead on the last lap? He touches the Mercedes, and the Mercedes is going to have to push him off the track if he wants to keep this position. Now, Dainty needs to go to the inside to defend, and he's done it. But no, Luke goes back to the inside. He's going to take the lead. He's going to take the race win. And at the back there, you see Maxwell trying to get the move, but Sarge's going to go around the outside. No, and he's lost the position. And Maxwell is fallen down to 5th there. And I don't think Dainty's going to be able to take the race win now. I think it's done and dusted. But Polygon's got to the inside of Matt. They make contact and they're going to crash out and give Max on the podium. No, they don't. But they're still wheel to wheel. Matt. And Matt's going to get hit here. And Matt's been hit. Matt's been spun. Matt has spun. And I don't think Maxwell was involved. And Maxwell's now into the podium positions. Matt down to 5th. Polygon into 4th. And Dainty's still within a shout here. Can Dainty get a good exit? Go on, Dainty! And I don't think Dainty's going to be able to do it, ladies and gents. It's a sad day. Oh, no! Oh! And L74G wins! Another F1. He's spun on the line. He's spun in the final corner, but he comes through for 2nd place. Maxwell for 3rd, 4th for Polygon, and 5th for Matt after contact between the podium fighting competitors. Zakaria and Beatnik, they fight to the last corner. Who's going to get the podium, the P9? That's going to be the Aston Martin really racing. What a race. And Gecko by 1/10 missed out there on P6 with the penalty. Jack with a P6 for AlphaTauri, best of the rest. Brilliant race from Jack. And L74G, let me just check the statistics. That's his 29th RPL race win. And he's 1 race win off 30. To put that into perspective, the driver with the 2nd most race wins is Portly Boot with 10. So he will have 3 times, he almost has 3 times the race wins as the 2nd place driver. And there he is. And he takes the first win of a dramatic opener to Season 5 of RPL F1. A dramatic final lap. Hectic all the way around. Don't forget to vote for your driver of the day. I will post the poll in again if I can get it for you. Don't forget to vote for your driver of the day. I think that bottle at the end of the race from Dainty will definitely change your view on that. There you go there in the Discord or in the Twitch chat. There is the driver of the day vote. Once again, there is your race results. From 13th on the grid, L74G takes the win. Dainty with his first RPL podium, overtaken on the final lap, spun at the final corner, almost lost the podium. Pushing to the line, I'm assuming. 46 minutes of racing, and every single minute of it was high intensity drama. Zakaria with the last position. Phantom, after a ball job of a race, almost came back for points. The Schiller, a massive ball job, would have got points that race probably. And Jack with a stellar P6 for AlphaTauri. Well, what more could you ask for a season opener? Apart from a surprise winner. It would have been nice to see Dainty win. But L740 deserved it today. Brilliant drive from the young boy. And I've been Mr. AK. We have been RPL. Brilliant season opener. And we'll see you this Friday for the F1 Tier 2 Round 2. And then next Saturday, once again, we go against and F1 next week. So I bid you farewell and goodbye. Bye-bye.